We're doing Red Salmon from United People's TV here with a live match reaction for you after Man United's 1-0 win over Everton. International football, 2 weeks out. It was a long old wait, but at the end of the day, 3 points, it was worth it. It wasn't the sort of performance Sir Bobby might have wanted on the day where the South Stand was renamed the Sir Bobby Charlton Stand, but it's 3 points for United, and that's kind of all that matters at this point of the season. Somehow we're still in the race for this top four. We're not playing the best football, but let's just run through how that game went. The start, it was a very standard 45 minutes at Old Trafford from Man United this season. 0-0 at half-time. If anybody put your £20 on that bet, you would have been quids in, because I think it's the 11th time that's happened this season. United were passive in possession. Everton didn't really offer much either, so it was a very crap game of chess for 45 minutes. Marcus Rojo was awful, and he was rightly taken off at half-time for Timothy Fosu-Mensah, and that substitution marked a change, a switch for Man United. We started going forward with a little bit more vigour. We looked much better in attack, and it paid off because Fosu-Mensah laid the assist for Anthony Martial's goal, and that was the only goal we needed to win it 1-0. 3 points, and now we head to Tottenham Hotspur next weekend, knowing that if we win there, we've got a 5-point swing on them within a week, and the race for the top four is on. I want to highlight a few performances from that game. I thought Daley Blind, was that his best performance this season? I mean, he went off with an injury at the end. Hopefully it's not too serious and it was just precautionary, but he literally had Romelu Lukaku in his pocket for the entire 90 minutes. Everton tried to isolate Daley Blind by putting Lukaku on him. It worked in our favour because Blind played so well. People were rightly getting on, not on Blind's back, but on Louis van Gaal's back prior to the international break, because Blind looked knackered. He was playing every single week, still hasn't had a break, but he came back today and he looked a lot better. I think it was because he played the tempo at his game. Everton never really stretched us. The only place they did stretch us was on our left-back position, where Delafeu was turning Rojo inside out, which is exactly why he got taken off at half-time. But I think Blind in the middle alongside Chris Smalling, Everton showed nothing there. Their best chances came from set pieces. We had Jagielka hit the bar, and also his shot, which was saved quite comfortably by David De Gea. But for a team who have done so well on the road this season, Everton were very poor. United did not play incredibly well at all. As I said, I think Daley Blind was our man of the match. I think he's a shoo-in for a Player of the Season nomination. I'm not sure whether he's going to beat David De Gea to it, but he's been fantastic. And for a player who started his Manchester United career as that holding midfielder, he's just shown he's got amazing versatility, and arguably he's Van Gaal's best signing. Anthony Martial scores again. He's heard the Old Trafford faithful singing 50 million down the drain. Martial scores again. The kid's just fantastic, isn't he? There's nothing more you can really say at this point about Martial that we don't already know and say, but Martial is a wonderful player, and he's only going to keep getting better. I want to have a real special mention for Timothy Fosu-Mensah, because he came on at right back, and I've watched him since we signed him from Ajax in September 2014, I think it was, as a 16-year-old. Bear in mind, he only just turned 18 in February. Now, in the under 18s, the under 19s, the under 21s, he looked above the players around him. The football was too easy for him, and now he's come into first team football, and within his first 3 games, he's played at centre back, left back, and right back. He's a super talent, and that was something I want to give credit for Van Gaal. I've lambasted him for his substitutions a lot of times this season, but he brought on Timothy Fosu-Mensah for Rojo at half-time, good substitution, and he also took off Carrick for Herrera, another good substitution, and we saw the game out. It was a professional 1-0 win in the end. The first half was nothing to shout about, but we got our goal and we held on to it. Our defence never really looked stretched by Everton. I think that played to our advantage because they played so poorly. I thought they could have offered much more going forward. You've got Barkley, you've got Lukaku, you've got Delafeu, and Lennon as well was causing problems with his pace, as he always does. But I expected more from Everton, and it helped United, the fact that they didn't really turn up. But going forward, that's 2 1-0 wins on the bounce. Now we're going to Tottenham Hotspur, White Hart Lane. Going to be one of the hardest games of the season, I would argue. And the race for the top 4 is still on. And I want to say a big, obviously, tribute to Sir Bobby Charlton. Deservedly, the South Stand was renamed in his name. And now our 2 biggest stands at Old Trafford facing each other. the Sir Alex Ferguson stand and the Sir Bobby Charlton stand. Two icons who have given so much to creating the identity which is Manchester United. So absolutely deserved, and he must be chuffed at a 1-0 win. So drop a like on the video as always. Please leave your comments below on the 1-0 win. Will United now go into a Spurs game full of confidence? Can we get another 3 points there? Let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you soon. Take it easy, Reds.